Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Roger Broberg. I'm glad to welcome you to this webinar. This webinar is about Relive International, and I'd like to welcome you to this and also tell you that Relive doesn't claim to cure, treat, or prevent any disease. This is just good nutrition, and when your body gets that good nutrition, your body can do amazing things. So we'll go ahead and get started here. And Relive International is a food science company that's been around for 32 years. They're based out of St. Louis, Missouri. Their products are clinically proven and patented and backed by science. Guys, they're guaranteed to work also, and I'll tell you about those guarantees here in just a minute. We're the only epigenetic nutrition company in the U.S., and the company has super strong family values and integrity. So the Relive difference, there's 5 differences with Relive, and the first is bioavailability, which just means that the products are designed and formulated to be absorbed at a cellular level very quickly. Synergism means that all of the ingredients work together to complement each other. It's optimal nutrition. They don't base their nutritional values off of minimum daily requirements. They base it off of what our bodies actually need to function at their very best. And they're guaranteed quality ingredients. They go to great lengths to make sure that those ingredients are of the utmost quality. If I could get everybody to mute their lines, that'd be awesome. Can hear some background noise. But the biggest difference that Relive has is that these products actually work. And we're going to go through a little bit on the products and the company, and we'll tell you a little bit more about it. So there's a lot of science behind the Relive products. They have 10 product patents that have been issued. They're clinically proven formulas and pioneers in nutritional epigenetics. We'll explain a little bit about that too. So with our DNA, that makes up who we are. You can't change the height of your body. You can't change your shoe size. All of that stuff is kind of set in stone. But there are some things that can be affected, and they found that lunasin is the first dietary ingredient that actually can go in and turn off those bad genes and turn on the good genes. And the epigenome is the packaging material around the DNA and tells the DNA how to express themselves, the genes how to express themselves. And so lunasin can bind to that, and it just makes it so that maybe the things that we got from our parents or grandparents aren't necessarily going to follow us also, that there is some things that we can have an effect on. So let's talk about the products. We have the core nutrition to start off with. On top there, you see the 2 products that are the kids' products. It comes in chocolate or vanilla. And it has 4 extra brain foods in there for the kids as their brains are developing, but even adults or teens, young adults will take the kids' product. It helps with some brain functions and some different things that way. On the bottom, you see those 3 adult products, and the one on the left in the spring grain, I guess you'd call that, is a whey-based product. The other 2 are plant-based protein in those, and they're clinically proven formulas. It heals the body at an epigenetic level, and it's balanced nutrition, patented as a whole food. So let's talk about the targeted solutions too. You can add these into your shake along with that core nutrition if you want to get additional results or maybe even speed up the results. So first on the left is the fiber store. Has 2 different kinds of fiber in there that helps to not only clean out the digestive system, but also the cardiovascular and the bloodstream, the blood vessels, all of that. Artheffect is our joint formula, has $10 million of clinical studies on one of the ingredients that's in that Artheffect that shows that it helps to improve joint health and actually helps to regrow cartilage. Cardio Essentials, also a clinically proven product, shown to lower the risk of heart disease by about 30%. Glucofect for blood sugar management, another clinically proven product, shown in a double-blind study to lower the blood sugars by about 30% in 2 months. And the people in the study that were actually on the Glucofect and not on the placebo lost on an average of 16 pounds. For energy, we have 24K on the end there. It has 24 different brain foods that help with fatigue and stress and all of that. Wonderful product. I love 24K. Reverse Age does just that, helps to reverse that aging process. Provantage is for lean muscle and recovery, and then also for nerve damage. So Essentials is a woman's product, helps with PMS and with menopause issues. Energize is for hydration, and you can see those two on the end. The one on the far right is a new formula that came out just a few months ago, and it has 60% less sugar. Let's see, let's go to the next slide here. And another targeted solution that we have is the one on the left is the defense. It's for immune support. Has 4 different ingredients in there that are proven to support the immune system. And LunarHX X on the right is that Lunison product that I was talking about earlier that actually can go in, turn off those bad genes and turn on the good ones. Helps also with inflammation and lowers cholesterol. The American Heart Association has stated that that is the ingredient that helps to lower cholesterol, that the Lunison does that. So it's pretty cool. So the Fit3 program is for weight loss and weight management, and they have 3 different products there that support that. They also have exercise videos, and the nutrition helps you to live in the real world and still be able to make better food choices. It's an awesome program. So our RLV line is hemp extract, and there are tinctures that you can put under your tongue. It comes in both the full spectrum and also in the isolate. And, you know, these are amazing products. I love the hemp and melatonin. It also has L-tryptophan in there. It's our sleep formula that just helps you to go to sleep and shut your mind down when it's racing and you can't get it to slow down. Also, that balm is incredible for a topical. It's 1,000 milligrams and helps with pain. All of the products there in the RLV line are organically grown in the U.S. They're non-GMO, they're gluten-free, and they've gone through multi-step testing to make sure that it's pure and effective. And they also go through a third-party testing. They come with a certificate of analysis on each batch, and you're not going to find higher quality hemp extract products anywhere. So another thing that Relive has is they have a foundation where we help and support kids and people all over the world, both in the United States and outside of the United States. They're feeding over 40,000 people every day, and they're in 9 different countries and hundreds of nutritional programs. It's distributor supported by donations of distributors and even others. And I love this foundation. I love being able to donate to this every month. And I'd like to show you some of the kids. This is Rodlin from Haiti. He had horrible edema and swelling in his arms and legs. You could just see it all over his body. And after just a few months of taking Relive, you can see how his skin had cleared up, healthy, happy baby. He is still in the feeding program. You can see there as a teen. And it's just neat to be able to help these people. Here's Rosemarie from the Philippines. And she was 2 years old and weighed 8 pounds. She got into the feeding program. She was actually living on a garbage dump and just scavenging for food on that garbage dump. And after 19 days, you can see the difference that Relive made on being on that feeding program. Muscle starting to form, and she's putting on some weight and not just skin and bones anymore. So Relive changes lives, and I want to share with you guys some real results. We're going to go around the country, and Christina, if you could come on and share your story, we'd really appreciate it. Christina's from California.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Roger. Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Christina Aguindin. I'm a dancer living in Anaheim, California. But when I was younger, the only dancing I ever did was in my room. As a kid, I had the worst pair of lungs with asthma on a good day and bronchitis around this time of year. So thankfully, when Relive found me, I realized I no longer need to use my inhaler that would be in my bag, my school bag, and just be so embarrassing. I can breathe again. And the most astounding thing was my family was the first to notice these changes. And in just sharing how my life was changed for the better, they wanted to try product. And from there, I slowly started building a business that was so simple, so organic. And I earned an all expense paid trip to Cancun, Mexico, where as a young person or young adult, I don't think it's really possible, but it is possible. And it's so much fun because the more I talk to people and share these results, the more people I get to help who maybe have had the same issues that I did. So life is a little better when you don't have to worry so much. So I will never quit taking Relive.
Awesome, Christina. Thank you so much for sharing. And I know you've helped somebody on the call today, and we appreciate you being on to share. Let's go to Janet Hayes. Janet, could you come on and share for us?
You bet, Roger. I'm excited to share my son's story and hopefully to give someone else that bit of hope they need. We got started on these products when my son was 5 years old. At the time, he was in preschool. He had to have a one-on-one aid because he could not tolerate being in a group of 12 kids without having a meltdown on a weekly, if not daily basis. And that was going to school 3.5 days a week. He was not potty trained. Water touching his head would cause him to scream in pain. He had significant pain, speech and language delay, limited eye contact, and peer interaction. He was unable to eat meat and a whole variety of other foods because of the textures. And anytime anything got him upset, he would have this out of control raging fit that would last at least 30 or 40 minutes. We got him on the Relive nutrition, and in 6 weeks, our lives literally changed overnight. And all of those issues have been resolved. In the fall, when school started again, after about the first week, his aide realized that he no longer needed her. He's now a sophomore in high school. He's welding and just bounces around from class to class with his peers. He still has autism. He's still a bit quirky, but he is also amazing and has a quality of life that I never dreamed possible. And I will forever be grateful to the complete stranger who introduced us to Relive.
Wow. Thank you, Janet. Terrific story, and congratulations for your son that has autism, that this is helping him. So thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Dawn Tucci, could we go out to you?
Hi, Roger. I'm Dawn Tucci. I live in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. I'm a mom of 3 boys, and I'm a registered dietitian by trade. And I found Relive 15 years ago. I was super skeptical. I hadn't seen supplements work with the patients that I worked with, so I really saw no reason to look at this company. But my friend approached me again 6 months later, and at that point, I was in full-blown menopause at the age of 43. I had hot flashes all the time, day and night, so I wasn't sleeping. I started to have anxiety attacks before them. Depression became an issue, and my migraines went from 3 days a month to 10 days a month. So I took a lot of over-the-counter meds just to dull them so I could get through my days. I also had a lot of knee pain. I'd been running since I was in high school and had to stop running. And that's really how I dealt with stress. And, I just love to run. So my friend called me again, fortunately. And this time I said, yeah, just tell me what's going on. And I got started, and it was about the 4th month that I saw the migraines starting to go away. At 6 months, my depression was gone. So was my TMJ pain, which surprised me. I didn't think that was related to nutrition at all. Around a year, I didn't have any more hypoglycemia symptoms. And it was about a year and a half. All the hormonal stuff was not an issue anymore. My headaches were gone, and sleep was amazing. And stamina, just the stamina that I have today, 15 years later, is incredible. And the knees didn't really change much until I added a functional formula, like you were talking about, Roger, one of those targeted solutions. But I was able to regenerate the soft tissue in my knees and get back to distance running. And I've done many half marathons since that time. So my kids use these products. So does my husband. We all rely on them just to have a strong immune system, and we'll never stop taking them.
Awesome. Thank you, Dawn. Have you shared this with anybody?
I shared it with somebody that's on your program tonight just recently. So yes, I've shared it with a lot of people over the years and changed a lot of lives.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you being on.
Thanks,
Jennifer
Brian.
Eves, could we go out to you?
Yep. Well, hi, everyone. So our family has been involved with RELA for 18 years. I have 4 children and 4 beautiful grandchildren. And we got involved with RELA for the products and the business. We, at the time, financially, we were really struggling. My husband's self-employed, and he hadn't had much work for about 3 years. And so all of our bills were going on credit cards, and we had $70,000 of credit card debt, no money in the bank, and no money coming into our home. But we also had some health concerns. I had been sick and just felt lousy for about 20 years. I had just daily, very chronic ulcer pain. My stomach I just always had cramping. It would sometimes just double me over with pain and bloating. I also had bowel attacks that would happen about 1 to 4 times a month, and I'd go white as a ghost and pass out when they happened, and I just didn't know if I'd survive every time that happened. I was having gallbladder attacks also, and had insomnia. I hadn't slept well in 15 years. As a fairly young mom raising little kids, it was hard to be up all night long and then try to take care of them the next day. And our son struggled with ADHD, depression, and oppositional defiant disorder. He had a lot of the same issues that Janet's son had. He had rages that would last for hours. He had a really hard time at home and school with focus and behavior and obeying and staying on task and doing homework, and all those things were always very, very difficult. So we got him started on the products, didn't notice much for a couple of weeks, and then we just started noticing small changes. He was happier, had happier days, and it started becoming easier to do homework. We weren't getting as many calls home from the school, with problems with him. And his rages were really the hardest thing. It really was scary for his little sisters. He would kick and scream and hit and yell, and it would, like I said, it would go on for hours. So just over time, those eased up. They got a little better. Didn't happen as often, didn't last as long. We could give him a relive and he'd calm down most of the time. So the products really changed his life, and my stomach issues were pretty much gone in 2 months. I've been mostly symptom-free for 18 years. We're a healthy family. We take no medications, feel amazing, have energy. I sleep fabulously now and have for 18 years. I'm so grateful for that. And we've shared with a lot of people, which has blessed our family financially. I'll be forever grateful for that. We started earning a couple of $100 a month, and then just kept sharing and helping people. And our check grew to 1,000 and then 2,000. And we earned $40,000 our first year, 80,000 our second year, paid off our credit card debt. Now we don't owe anything except a little bit on our home. And we're grateful for the Relive check that we get every month and have for 18 years. So, and it's wonderful to help people also.
Well, that's awesome, Jen. Thank you for being on and for sharing. Love hearing your story. You guys, I'll tell you a little bit about what's happened for us. I've been on Relive now for 14 years, and we started back then because our daughter had been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called scleroderma. And we had been to a specialist. He had told us that there was no treatment, no cure for her disease, and that it was probably going to disfigure her. They form these patches that are kind of shiny and purple like burn scars. Thickens the skin, tightens it, and can disfigure them. It can also move inside their body, turn their organs hard, and then eventually kill them. And she was only 11 when she was diagnosed. And in those first 3 years, she formed 8 patches that went from her wrist up to the back of her shoulder. Definitely headed upward like the doctor said that it would. And it was about then that we heard about Relive, heard that it was just good nutrition, and we decided to give it a try. We put our whole family on the products. Within about a month and a half, my wife's arthritis was about 90% better. My lower back problems that I had had for 30 years went away. And my daughter's disease sorry, my wife's Christmas clock is going off and very distracting. My daughter's disease made a U-turn at about the 6th month. Those hard, shiny purple patches went back to normal skin color. They went soft again, and even got hair growth back through the skin again. 14 years later, she hasn't had any more problems with the disease. She's married and has 4 beautiful kids, and her life could have been totally different. I've lowered my cholesterol by 80 points and lost 45 pounds in the last year on Relive. So we love what it's done for us. We also have shared this with others, helped them to get results, and that's a lot of fun. We've earned as much as $7,000 in a month, and you guys, that's all around helping people. And so we love what we do. Again, I'd like to give the disclaimer that Relive doesn't claim to cure, treat, or prevent any disease. This is just good nutrition, and your body can do amazing things when it gets that nutrition in it. So I would like to move on here and just tell you a little bit about the company itself. It's a solid business. They've been in business, like I said, for 32 years. We're on the Council for Responsible Nutrition, and we're members of the Direct Selling Association. In the center, you can see the CEO of the company, Ryan Montgomery. And with Relive, there are 5 ways to make money. We're going to go through these really, really quickly. There's retail, wholesale, overrides, cash bonuses and trips, and the ambassador program. The first is retail. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you picture you in that green box, you can make between 20 and 40%. So if you retail $100 worth of product, you could make between $20 and $40. Everyone is a potential customer. Everyone that can fog a mirror needs Relive, either for prevention or maybe for something that they're dealing with. The second form of income, wholesale profit, you can make between 5 and 30%. So if you picture yourself in that blue box at that 40% level, and say you sponsored somebody at the 25% level, you would make the difference of 15%. So you can see there that with a wholesale organization, they're going to be buying more products, and they're going to be distributing to people also. So as you do that, as you sponsor people, that increases your volume, and it also increases your profit. Third form of income is overrides. And if you picture yourself in that orange box at the top, and you'd be at that 40% to be able to earn overrides as a master affiliate. If you sponsored somebody also at that master affiliate level, the retail profit would go away, the wholesale profit would go away because they'd be at the same profit or savings level that you are, but the company still pays you an override. On that first level, it'd be 8%. And you can see as that goes down, it goes 6, 4, 3, and 2%. It's such a great plan. Let's see. Fourth form of income is cash bonuses and trips. And I've earned a bonus quite a few times, almost every month. And back in April, I earned a $4,000 bonus with the company. Was able to help a lot of people that month. But we've earned a lot of bonuses, 500, 1,200. It's been really neat. The company just rewards you as you are working. And that Star Director bonus can add percentages to those percentages that I showed you on overrides, depending on how many people you sponsor. The fifth form of income is the ambassador program. There's extra travel and recognition, cash bonuses. You're paid to help others. Jennifer, that shared her story, is an ambassador with the company. So there's two ways to get started. You can become a customer. You can kind of dip your toe, taste the product. You have a 100% money back guarantee for 30 days when you become a customer. There's also the opportunity to become a distributor. And with that, you can earn between 20 and 40% or save between 20 and 40% on the products. And I'm going to take just a second and go into that just a little bit. There's two different options that are the most popular. The quick start at that 25% savings or profit level. You pay $375 for $500 worth of product. So you save 25% there. You also get free shipping on that first order. So your total savings on that is $150 or more. And the other most popular option is the master affiliate. That's what I decided to do. I wanted to have my daughter on these products for at least 6 months. And so we got that big order. We wanted to use the product for the very best price that we could. So that's a 35 to 40% savings or profit level for the rest of your life. You pay $32.50 for $5,000 worth of product. You get free shipping on that first order. And if you were to share the entire order, you would earn $17.50, which is a 54% return on investment. It's also a tax write-off, and it's the highest savings and profit for a lifetime. And you also have a 100% guarantee as a distributor on anything unopened for 1 full year. So when I saw that, I was going, this is a no-brainer. That's what I want to do. So you guys, we really have what people need most. A lot of people are looking for personal freedom. A lot of people right now are looking for some supplemental income, and everybody wants optimal health. So no matter what your decision, whether it's customer, distributor, or master affiliate, it's a good choice. Live better today, starting with Relive. And for those of you that would like some additional information, this Saturday at 10:30 Central Time, with the same login that you did tonight on this Zoom meeting ID, Kari Montgomery and her son Alec are going to be doing some training on the products and also on the business, so you won't want to miss that. That's at 10:30 Central Time. So everybody have a great evening tonight, and